Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to the House of Common Sense. I'm your host, Bobby Collier. Tonight, I want to talk about one of the social media superstars, Mr. Charleston White. Now, I want to let you hear a little bit of the first video that Charleston White made on um, George Floyd. And he didn't let it stop there. Recently, well, not long ago, he made another video, still talking down on George Floyd and making a mockery out of George Floyd and his 7-year-old daughter, which is the only child that he has. Um, I want to let you hear a little bit of video, a little bit of the video that he made um, concerning Charleston White telling Stephen Jackson, which is supposed to be George Floyd's relative, that George Floyd was nothing but a dope fiend. Now, we know George Floyd had some issues. We know George Floyd probably knew that the $20 that he tried to use in the store was fake. We all know that. We all know what the family have gone through because of a prejudiced, racist police officer who put his knee on George Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes. Had his hand in his pocket, had his left hand in his pocket, so it would put more pressure on George Floyd's neck. He intended to kill George Floyd. George Floyd was a dope addict. He had some drug problems, but he didn't deserve to die like he did. There are thousands of drug addicts in this world. All right, they have a drug problem. Everybody have a problem. I have a problem. Okay, my problem is nicotine. Okay, it just is worth just as bad as being on fentanyl, cocaine, or whatever drug somebody is on. All right. I'm hooked on nicotine. All right. But because I'm hooked on nicotine, it doesn't mean that I deserve to be killed by a prejudiced, racist police officer. If I got stopped and the situation ended up where I resist and I got killed by a police officer, all right, George Floyd had one child. She was about 7 years old. Um, in this video, Charleston White talks about talking shit to Stephen Jackson, which is supposed to be George Floyd's relative. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It's a good thing that it's not me. It's a good thing George Floyd was not related to me. Right? I'm going to check my ancestry DNA, see whether or not he was related to me. But this is disrespectful. Now, Charleston White, I listened to a lot of his videos. I've seen most of his videos. Some of the things that he say make sense. I agree with, but I do not agree with him making a mockery out of people that have died, like DMX, George Floyd. Let these people rest in peace. Yeah, they fucked up. They might have made some mistakes in life. We all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Scripture said that we all have sinned and came short of the glory of God, according to theology, that God know that man was incapable of not sinning. So he sent a savior into the world by the name of Jesus Christ, according to biblical theology. And Jesus Christ was the ultimate sacrifice for sin. I want you to listen to a little bit of the video that Charleston White made. I'm going to put a link to this video in my description so you can watch the video. This is very disrespectful of Charleston White to George Floyd family. Okay? You know, it was a tragic death. And what Charleston White is doing is rubbing it into his family face. Right? See, blood is thicker than water. I've been on this earth going on 68 years. I've seen a lot of stuff. But even though somebody done wrong, their families still stick by them. George Floyd wasn't able to get $20 from his family members. He probably didn't ask them for $20. Okay? Sometimes when you have a family member that is on drugs, a lot of times family members turn their backs on people in their family that have a drug problem, that have issues, um, especially when that person don't want to get no help for their problem. I have some. I got some neighbors that live right across the street from me. I love them, but they're alcoholics. All right, and now they're having all sorts of health problems. And I've talked with them on numerous occasions about their problems. Okay, and they tell me that, well, my uncle drunk all his life. They lived to be X amount of years. All right, alcoholism running my family. Okay, well, somebody have to stop the family tradition. All right, now you might not be as lucky as your uncle. All right, he might have drunk until he was 80 years old. All right, but here you're in your 50s and you're having some serious health issues because you drink every day. All right, so sometimes you have to cut the rope on people that have a drug addiction and alcohol addiction. My uncle drunk until he died. When the doctor told him, said, "Look, if you don't stop drinking, it's gonna kill you." He had cirrhosis of the liver, and he had throat cancer because he smoked cigarette. When he smoked Palmels, all right. And if y'all understand Palmels, Palmel was a non-filter cigarette. So if my uncle didn't have any cigarettes and he asked you for a cigarette and you give him a cigarette with a filter on it, the first thing he did was broke the filter off of the cigarette. That's the first thing he did. He broke the filter off the cigarette and he lit it up. Okay. He would never smoke a cigarette with a filter on it. That's the way my uncle was. My mama's sister husband. All right. He never smoked a cigarette with a filter on it. He'd break that filter off every time. And if he didn't have no cigarette, he bum one from you. He gonna break that filter off. Okay. He never stopped drinking. The last time I saw him, he had a cup of moonshine. All right. Some people is gonna do what they do until the day they die. All right. Now some family members will cut the rope. All right. A lot of his kids, a lot of my uncle kids, cut the rope on my uncle. But he wasn't going to stop drinking. He drank until the day he died. That's just the way it is among some people. But they're still family. Okay? No, George Floyd had a millionaire in his family. If Stephen Jackson was his brother, Stephen Jackson was a professional basketball player. He had millions. Okay? But when you become a full-fledged drug addict, everything that you get, every dollar that you get is going towards your habit. And if you don't want to go get no help, that's what you'll be for the rest of your life, is a dope fiend. All right, all right. Just like me, I'm a nicotine fiend. I smoke cigarettes, Mavericks, Ultralights. Look at it. That's what I smoke. I probably go through about a pack a day, sometime more or less. Okay? I'm no better than George Floyd was as far as the habit that I have, as far as the addiction that I have. See, everybody's struggling with something, Charleston. All right? Some people have a eating habit that they don't eat to live, they live to eat. See, let George Floyd rest in peace. He done more than you did. All right? You can't cough up 27 million, even though he was a dope fiend. And you can talk about him as much as you want to. But guess what? He made his family rich. Hmm? His little girl, she don't have nothing to worry about. But yet still you make a mockery of her. And I want to share the first video, one of the first video that Joshua Mike made concerning George Floyd. Listen, y'all. That's from you, so don't come telling me about nobody broke, boy. I can reach in my pocket and get $20. Yeah, I saw the full video of the boy dope fiending in the store, going back and forth with dope fiending in the store, boy. With the brother with dope fiending in the store. We saw the whole video. The whole video of them came out. Hold on. The whole video of them came out, boy. And your brother George Floyd, was a dope fiend. You hear me? You hear me, Jackson? Your brother was a dope fiend, son. Now, all y'all want me to worry about my time coming. Well, let my mama tell you, everybody time coming. Let my mama tell you, All right, my time is coming. Karma will come back to haunt you. It's a universal law, Charleston White. All right. The same energy that you put out, that goes out from you, will actually come back to you. All right. What goes around basically comes back around. All right. It's just a universal law. That's all. All right. That's what people are trying to tell you. Yeah, all that shit that you talking and all the people that you making a mockery of, George Floyd and DMX, right? The Nation of Islam. See, all that shit gonna come back to you. Oh, you will claim that you a bad motherfucker. All right, you're a bad motherfucker. And I don't have too much respect for people that use the word motherfucker. Because that's a slave mentality. So you talk about shit, but a motherfucker the word came derived from slavery. when they were breeding slaves, right? There's a slave master, all right, would put a bag over the head of the so-called studs and let them go into the women's who had to consent to the male, all right? And in some instance, they went into their own mother, all right? So when somebody call you a motherfucker, that's a real bad word, because that means that you fuck your own mother, all right? Which is against the universal law, okay? So a motherfucker is not a great word to use.
By the time coming, sir. You think I'm worried about my time coming? I keep, you ask 1.5, 1 out of 3. I ain't worried about my time coming, man. You think all them threats? Go ask King, boy. Yes, and go ask King Sue about me. He told y'all about me, man. I'm the...
Now, on this video, Charleston White shows his gun. Okay? He showed his gun that he carried every day. Right? Well, let me say something about that. Everybody got a gun. Shit. Huh? Even the kids got one. There's a lot of people came to a gunfight with a gun and graveyard dead. There's a lot of folks that had a gun in a situation. And today, they're graveyard dead. They don't mean shit because you got a gun.
Little fool. Yeah, and I don't care nothing about what you talking about. I stay ready for whatever may come my way, so I ain't got to get ready. Yeah, I'm prepared. Yeah. Now, I'm tactical. So let me just tell you, let me just, let me just, let me just tell you this, Stephen Jackson. Your brother was a dope fiend, and y'all got $27 million from him, and he couldn't get $20 from you. One thing I know, some boy, basketball playing boy, you ain't gonna do nothing but get on here and talk. You are now another person. Ain't gonna do nothing to me. And I ain't worried about none of you. I ride around this city like I can't be touched. I travel all around this country by myself, and I post where I be, and I post where I'm going before I go. So I ain't worried about that. I've been talking about George Floyd for a year. Ain't nobody done nothing. I've been talking about George Floyd for a year. Ain't nobody done nothing. Ain't nobody done nothing. So what? So what? You keep making them videos, and you keep making my name hot. And they gonna keep coming over and watching me. But guess what? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing, Stephen Jackson. You ain't gonna do nothing, big old cow. I ain't broke. I'm out here with the rich folk. And if I'm dying on the inside, guess what? Your brother was dead on the inside. Your brother George Floyd, if I'm dead on the inside, George Floyd was rotten on the inside. And you won't, and let me just say this. Out of all the wrong that all these black people do in the community against black people, y'all want me to believe that it's gonna be something to happen to me for what I'm saying about two dope things. I don't believe nothing's gonna happen to me. You can't make me believe that God and the good energies and the good forces of this world is gonna bring harm to me because I'm speaking about a dope thing. Two dope fiends. Nah, I don't think that. If the work
He don't think that. He don't think karma will come back to haunt his ass. Okay? That's what he's actually saying. Okay? All right? And all the shit I done said and all the shit I done, I don't believe nothing's gonna happen to me. Keep living. Keep living.
world ain't the dark forces and the dark energies ain't gonna bring harm to all the white people that done black people bad, then I ain't worried about no harm being brought to me. Cause guess what? I'm speaking against dope fiends. It's for Stephen Jackson. Now, King Shu know how to get in touch with me. I'm easy to get in touch with Stephen Jackson. King Shu got direct access to me. So if y'all really wanna get at me or get in touch with me, it ain't hard. We all know mutual friends. Sucker, big old sucker. I think you a coward. I think King Shu a coward. Yeah, I think everything y'all stand for and represent is coward. All y'all known for doing, Stephen Jackson. Since I've been knowing y'all is running around sleeping with women, y'all ain't done nothing. Y'all play rappers and all that, but now Stephen Jackson, King Shu got shot. A brother shot King Shu. Y'all ain't do nothing. Yeah, he running. Y'all ain't do nothing. So you want me believe that you and go come do some? Man, I'm pleased. I bet y'all won't. I bet ain't now person go approach me by DMX and George Floyd. I bet won't now one of y'all approach me. I dare you. I dare you, Stephen Jackson. I dare you to approach me. Yeah, you better see.
Now, it's a good thing that I ain't Stephen Jackson. I'm just gonna say right now, it's a good thing that I ain't Stephen Jackson, cause I broke that motherfucker. Huh? I approached his ass. Talking about my damn brother like that. Made no difference what he was. He didn't deserve to die like he did.
Think somebody that you think's bad, because I think I'm bad. Yeah. I think I'm bad. And I'm 43 years old. I've been playing bad all my life, and nobody has came and proved otherwise.
That don't mean it won't happen.
Think about this. I'm on the internet every day talking bad, playing bad, talking about how bad I am, right? And ain't nobody ever proved otherwise. So when y'all gonna prove I'm not
That
bad?
don't mean it won't come.
I've been saying I'm bad. I've been disrespecting George Floyd for a year. What's taking y'all so long? Stephen Jackson.
Now what? Now listen what he said. I've been disrespecting George Floyd for over a year. Hmm? Hmm? I got a bad speaker, y'all. I've been disrespecting George Floyd for over a year, and ain't nobody done nothing. That don't mean they won't do anything, huh? All right. See, let me tell you something about bad motherfuckers like Charleston White. Okay. All right. Sometimes a bad motherfucker, they live for a while. They do this shit for a while, but sooner or later, karma come back and kick them in the ass. All right. And it's almost time for Charleston White to be kicked in his ass. But he's been talking a lot of shit on the internet. All right, now let's talk about the character Charleston White and the real Charleston White. Now, the real Charleston White is supposed to be doing community service. He got hype. All right, right. Helping young people excel, which is a great, which is great. What he's doing in the community is I love that. But that shit he talk on the social media, I don't like. A lot of shit that he say that I'm not down with that shit. I'm down with him helping youth, young people excel. Okay, I'm down with that because we need to really focus on our young people because the young people is a future of our generation. Okay, so I'm down with that. I'm down with hype, but I'm not down with that shit you be talking. All right, because the character Charleston White and the real Charleston White. All right, he claimed the character is on social media, and the real Charleston White is working in the community. But the damn bullshit coming from the same mouth, huh? All right, now when you talk about Nipsey Hussle, right? He said Nipsey Hussle was a character, okay? But the real Nipsey Hussle was the person that was working in the community. All right, now let's look at Charleston White. Charleston White is Charleston White. The same Charleston White that's working in the community is the same Charleston White that's talking the shit on the internet. Oh, okay, cause the words is coming out of the same mouth. See the character and the real person mouth. Okay, that little tongue. Okay, it's the same. I don't want to make nobody mad. My name is Bobby Collier. I represent the House of Common Sense. Some things are just common sense. You don't have to have a damn college degree to understand this shit.
I've been disrespecting George Floyd for a whole year. What's taking y'all so long? Huh? What's taking y'all so long? You gotta wire yourself up, Stephen Jackson. Stephen Jackson, do you have to wire yourself up? Because obviously you keep getting talking, man. This is the second video you done made, Stephen Jackson. say, say, man, say. Stephen Jackson. Steve, I go everywhere by myself. I went to New York City by myself. I went to Brooklyn by myself, walking the street by myself. I went on Queens Flip video, disrespecting Queens Flip in Queens, in New York, by myself. And I'm on national TV telling New York niggas, nigga, I'm here by myself. And then now nigga from New York come over there. Them niggas knew where my hotel was. Then that nigga from New York come to that studio. So man, don't come telling me about nothing, man. I'm bad, man. I'm sure I go to Atlanta by myself. I go to Miami I go everywhere by myself. No security, no guns, no nothing. So
No security, no guns. He's a liar. He had his gun with him. That's a lie. He had his gun with him. You better not come to South Carolina with that bullshit. That's where I'm at, nigga. I'm in South Carolina. You better not come to South Carolina with that bullshit. Okay? Talk about you go everywhere. You ain't come to South Carolina with that bullshit. Nigga, please. Nigga, please.
obviously, y'all just talking. Y'all might need to get off the internet and really try to do something to me. Yeah, maybe y'all just need to get off the internet and really try to come do something to me. Because right now, y'all just typing. And Stephen Jackson and your brother. Mama! They made that big old boy cry and pee on himself. Say that me in the neck is a bad move. And you see him, yeah, he didn't fight back.
Now, see, not only that he made a mockery of George Floyd, he also wished that the the cop, the police officer that was on George Floyd's neck, he also wished that this guy, Derek Chauvin, got off. See, he disrespected George Floyd, his family, his little girl, and everything. All right, and y'all stood back and let him do that, and you didn't say shit about it. All right, I'm saying something about it. Old school, OG from South Carolina. All right, you better not come to South Carolina talking that bullshit. Huh? You better not come to South Carolina with that bullshit. Now I said that the House of Common Sense. My name is Bobby Collier. Okay, you better not come here talking that bullshit. All right, because I don't appreciate you disrespecting the family that's left behind. See, DMX have a family that's left behind. He got kids. George Floyd have a family that's been left behind. George Floyd got one little girl. She's about 7 years old, and you make a mockery of her. I'm gonna I'm gonna play that video. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video so y'all can hear how disrespectful this boy is, Charleston White. All right. Now you talking about you working with kids and you work in the community on one side, but you on the other side, you turn a community down. You tearing this man's family down. Okay, you tearing George Floyd family down. He got kids. He got a child. He got one child. He got brothers and sisters. He got a mama. He got a daddy. He got relatives. And you turn these people down. Okay, you're a hypocrite. All right, you positive on one side, but you're negative on the damn other side.
Steven Jackson, your brother didn't fight back. Yeah, he didn't fight back. Yeah, it ain't in y'all gonna fight back, boy. Yeah, your brother just laid it down. He just laid it down. Looking up. I can't breathe. Yeah, I ain't cutting about no dope for me. And y'all didn't either. Your brother was on earth, and all he needed was $20. And he couldn't call you cash app and no money. And wire and money ran in Western Union, no money. Stephen Jackson. Yeah. So what you man? Your brother's still dead. And you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't done nothing in a year. You ain't done nothing in a year. Man, boo boo. George Floyd gone. And he ain't coming back. But y'all got 27 million. Y'all got 27 million for that poor, pathetic boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. So Stephen Jackson. So I talk about DMX. I talk about a whole lot of people. And you want me to think I'm gonna get hurt because I said something about your dope fiend brother and a dope fiend rapper. Y'all didn't do.
Keep living. Keep living. Keep fucking living. You don't think somebody will do something about it? Keep living.
Nothing. Y'all didn't do nothing when the babies got shot down there in Houston. Y'all didn't do nothing when that little 7-year-old girl got killed in Atlanta and they couldn't find the shooter. So y'all want you to believe y'all go let all the things go wrong in the black community. Y'all go ignore all the things and the ills of the black community. You come get me for what I said.
Yep.
I don't think y'all that bad. I'm bad. I'm mad. I got the whole world stopping and watching and talking about me. And I'm getting paid. So y'all just sitting up talking about me. I got the whole world stopping watching me. Man, Stack 5. I've been knowing Stack 5. All Stack 5 and these boys do is get it. They chase women. That's all Stack 5 them do. Is sleep with women. That's it. They party boys. They party boys. And all Stack 5. But I'm gonna tell you like this here. I ain't got no group of niggas I hang with. I'm by myself every day. I'm not nobody to play with. That's why don't nobody play with me. See, I'm playing with Stack 5. Stack 5 ain't playing with me. I'm playing with Stack 5. See, I ain't nothing to play with. That's why ain't nobody. That's why I'm by myself, man. I'm always by myself. I go all these places by myself, man. Cause yeah, I ain't nothing to play with. I'm bad by myself. See, I'm bad outside my neighborhood. I'm bad without my friends. I'm bad without my buddies. See, Stack 5 never need they buddies. Stack 5 ain't no bad boy. Stack 5 been dribbling basketball. The most Stack 5 can do is go pay somebody, hey man, y'all go get him for me. Stack 5 ain't gonna do nothing. Stack 5 is a basketball caliber. Oh, jump shot foul, real. He wasn't them kind of ball. Stack 5 ain't nothing for real. Stack 5 have never been gangster. He been a good boy, passing the grades in school, because in order to play basketball, you got to be smart and intelligent and pass them classes. Stack 5 could pass classes. Stack 5 could pass classic, and the boy had a jump shot that got him to an NBA. He couldn't shoot no gun. He ain't never shot nobody. He ain't no killer. So what I'm gonna be worried about Stack 5 for? He ain't no killer. No, Stack 5, you ain't never heard nothing, boy. Now George Floyd used to kick in women though and put guns to women. Yeah, but George Floyd gone, Stack. So you left on your own. So you better try to pay somebody. But me worried about you, Stack 5. I think you a coward. I think you a sissy. I think you scary. And I think you a pussy boy that like having fun sleeping with women. And you don't pose no threat to me, boy. You ain't no revolutionary, and nothing around you is a revolutionary, boy. Yeah, I've been revolutionary in my community. That's why you can't find nobody in this entire city, in this entire Dallas Fort Worth area.
You see, some people you can talk shit to, and they ain't gonna do nothing about it, huh? Yeah, yeah. Some people you talk shit to, and they ain't gonna do nothing about it. But some people you can talk shit to, and they'll do something about it, huh? See, Stack 5. I mean, you talking shit about Stack 5, and uh, but
To say anything against me, nigga. You can't find one person in my city that's gonna say anything against me, nigga. So I don't care how you feel, and I ain't never liked George Floyd. The day I seen him die, I said, man, fuck that nigga. I don't give a damn
okay.
about George Floyd.
The day he saw him die, he said, "Fuck that nigga, George Floyd." Okay, all right. And you talk about you doing this and you doing that in the community, but you also tearing down the community. Now, this is the last this is the last
Nigga ain't got no video.
this is the last video I
Punk
want you to
ass
hear.
motherfucking nigga. Say, and I just want to say, the next police shooting, ain't no white people gonna die. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing to white folk. No touchdown, no pee. Let a nigga come through your neighborhood. You gonna try to kill him just for getting lost. White boy do something to you niggas, you bitch ass nigga get sense. And now y'all just wanna vandalize shit. Well, just start vandalizing when it's black on black, nigga. Stop killing niggas and just destroy buildings. Go spray paint some buildings. Yeah, mighty fact, don't even shoot up a nigga's mama house. Egg it. Yeah, that's how y'all doing to the police. They just egg it, throw stuff at it, but don't do.
Now, this is the video that I really have a problem with because on this video he make a mockery. He make a mockery out of George Floyd's daughter. but she's only 7 years old. Now he called himself working with kids in the community. But what about this kid that's only 7 years old? And her daddy died at the hands of a prejudiced, racist ass police officer. And you make a mockery out of that little girl because she said that my daddy changed the world. All right, listen.
Y'all didn't shoot bullets. Y'all didn't shoot bullets at the police, so don't shoot bullets at niggas. When niggas do something to niggas, don't y'all hurt no more niggas. Go do something to a building. Go break some windows, bust some bottles, cause that's what y'all do with the police. Just go to throwing rocks. Y'all ain't be trying to hit them people. Yeah. Y'all don't even be trying to hit the police. Y'all just be throwing rocks. Bitch ass nigga. Say, but Steven Jackson, stack 5. Fentanyl Floyd is dead. And you done went to serving Muslims. Since you over there wearing them kufi hats, when y'all go blow up something? Yeah, when y'all go take some more airplanes out the air and run them into some buildings? Cause you niggas with them dashikis in them, you dashiki nigga, y'all ain't good for nothing with the assalamu alaikum. Y'all ain't good for nothing, just online looking like assalamu alaikum, but y'all ain't about shit. Y'all, you very inactive. You done stopped the you had a cause at first, Stack 5, and now you ain't got now another motherfucking cause, nigga. Fentanyl Floyd is dead, and the best thing to happen to George is for him to die the way he died. Cause if that bitch would have died any other kind of way, wasn't no life insurance money. And that baby, that little bitty girl he got, who said, my daddy changed the world. Your daddy ain't changed shit.
That's what I got a problem with. I got a problem with that. Because George Floyd did change the world. If it was only for a little while, he changed the world. Because people, not only in this country, but was in foreign countries, protested against police brutality. Yes, her, yes, his daddy, her daddy did change the world. But this bitch, Jocelyn White, made a mockery out of George Floyd, little 7 years old girl. And I got a problem with that. I do. He laughing.
Your dad ain't changed shit. I ain't bullshit.
He laughing.
My daddy changed the world. No, he didn't. George Floyd ain't changed shit, Stack 5. And neither have you, big old tall bitch. Yeah, you might well go back trying to play basketball. Go coach some high school basketball, nigga. You might do better in life.
Now he made a mockery out of George Floyd, little girl, and George Floyd brother. Okay, Stephen Jackson. Now you're supposed to be working with juveniles. You're supposed to be working with kids. What about this kid? What about this kid? Just this 7-year-old girl who seen a prejudiced ass racist police officer kill her daddy. You're a hypocrite, Charleston White. All right. If you're just trying to get uh, subscribers, if you're just trying to get views, okay. You call yourself working with juvenile? Call yourself working with kids? What about this kid? Huh? Do you think she gonna want to work with you? And with what the things that you just said about her father? Yeah, he was fucked up. Yeah, he had a damn drug problem. Yeah, he 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 took a fake $20 bill that he know was fake into the store. Yeah, he was a drug fiend. Yeah, he was on drugs. But so what? Why you got to keep rubbing this into his family face and his little girl face? Come on, Charleston. Man, you're bigger than that. What you trying to do? Just get views? Huh? Some of y'all niggas out there on Facebook, man, and on YouTube will do anything to get views, to get subscribers. And all you always talking about, always when somebody posts your video up, all right, on what you said, they're riding your dick. Well, nigga, quit riding George Floyd dick. My name is Bobby Collier. I represent the House of Common Sense. I don't want to get too radical here. I don't want to get too radical here. Huh? Listen at this man. Okay? Listen at this man.
They ain't changed shit. Your dad ain't changed shit. I ain't bullshit. My daddy changed the world. No, he didn't. Your God ain't changed shit, Stack Five. And neither have you, big old tall bitch. Yeah, you might well go back trying to play basketball. Go coach some high school basketball, nigga. You might do better in life.
Okay, y'all heard it. I'm gonna put a link to the videos in my description. Johnson White, you low down. You claim to be positive on this side. You claim to be working with juveniles. You claim to be working with kids on this side. But what you doing on this other side right here? What about George Floyd, little girl, the 7-year-old girl that you just make a mockery of? Okay? But you talking down about her daddy. That's her daddy. Even though he was a dope fiend, even though he was this or he was that, but that's her daddy, man. That's Stephen Jackson's brother. That's his kinfolk. Man, let George Floyd rest in peace, regardless of what he was or regardless of what he done. Yeah, he changed the world, even though it might have been momentarily. Man, fuck you, Charleston White, on this bullshit, man. I can stand with you on some of the things that you say, but on this, no, I can't. I can't stand with you. I want to come to Fort Worth, Texas, and kick your motherfucking ass, huh? I'm an old G. I'm 67 years old, right? I've been here for you. I've been through some of the shit that you couldn't imagine. When I came along, there was white colored bathrooms and water fountains, and black folks had to ride on the back of the damn bus. Fuck wrong with you, man? Hmm? Making a mockery out of this man, his brother, and his daughter. Listen,
They have the joy. It's for him to die the way he died. Cause if that bitch would have died any other kind of way, Wasn't no life insurance money. And that baby, that little bitty girl he got, who said, "My daddy changed the world." Your daddy ain't changed shit. Your daddy ain't changed shit. You bullshit. My daddy changed the world. No, he didn't. George Floyd ain't changed shit, Stack Five. And neither have you, big old tall bitch. Yeah, you might well go back trying to play basketball. Go coach some high school basketball, nigga. You might do better in life. And I ain't never liked basketball playing that nigga. I used to fuck y'all girls in school. Yeah, I used to bully the niggas that played sports. I was a little bitty nigga that can tell everybody what to do growing up. And I did. I was a mean, little hateful little motherfucker. And I was a bully. And I bullied tall niggas. All y'all laughing in here for what? Cause it's funny? Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, fentanyl Floyd. Yeah, nigga full of that fentanyl downtown trying to pass a fake $20 bill and he got an NBA playing brother. Now they say, listen, he couldn't get $20 from nobody. They got 20 million out of that. I bet he mad in the motherfucker. Shit, God, I didn't get 20 million. I couldn't get $20 on her. I done come to heaven and I'm a millionaire in heaven. Man, this shit ain't fair. God, I want to go back to her. Boy, let's send your ass up here. Let that baby enjoy that 20 million. I'll send you back down there. You go fuck off the whole 20 million, George. Just stay on up here with me.
That's Charleston White. Making a mockery out of George Floyd's brother, played professional basketball, and his daughter. I don't see a damn thing funny about it. My name is Bobby Collier, and I represent the House of Common Sense. You don't have to have a lot of education to understand me. Some things are just common sense. Charleston White is an asshole, right? And he'll do anything to get views and subscribers on YouTube, all right? And he might be a government agent because ain't no way he can say some of the things that he say and still live.